Good evening, Biafra and the world. Welcome to Biafra Truth Network, your trusted source for unfiltered news and in-depth coverage. I am Jonathan Okafor, and tonight we bring you a historical development in the fight for Biafran self-determination.
Biafra Truth Network. Real news, real freedom. Biafra first.
Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds.
The United States of Biafra government has officially reached out to Nigerian President Bola Tinubu, requesting recognition of Biafra's redeclaration of independence. This bold diplomatic move was revealed in a letter signed by the acting head of state and deputy prime minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, and shared publicly on X earlier this week. According to the letter, the redeclaration of Biafra's independence took place on November 29, 2024, during a historic convention in Lahti, Finland. Over 50 million Biafrans participated in a referendum, overwhelmingly voting in favor of independence. This act aligns with the United Nations Conventions on the creation of new states, reinforcing the legitimacy of Biafra's pursuit of sovereignty. The United States of Biafra, led by Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, remains committed to a peaceful and diplomatic path to independence. Dr. Orabueze reiterated that the Biafra government is guided by international law and the principles of self-determination. She also emphasized the importance of global recognition and cooperation, as the Biafran government continues to engage with international bodies such as the United Nations and the African Union. At the convention in Finland, Biafra's leadership also unveiled the newly drafted Biafran constitution, which outlines the framework for governance, economic development, and the establishment of 40 states within the sovereign nation. This marks a significant step in the journey towards a stable and prosperous Biafra. While the Nigerian government has yet to respond officially, analysts suggest that this move could trigger international discussions on self-determination and indigenous rights in Africa. The world is watching closely as Biafra's quest for recognition gains momentum. Here at Biafra Truth Network, we will continue to bring you exclusive coverage, expert analysis, and real-time updates on this developing story. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram to stay informed. History is unfolding before our eyes, and you don't want to miss a moment.
Biafra Truth Network. Real news, real freedom. Biafra first.
Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds.
Welcome back to Biafra Truth Network, where we bring you the latest updates on Biafra's push for global recognition. I'm Christina Rowland, and tonight we bring you yet another groundbreaking development in the journey toward Biafran sovereignty. The United States of Biafra government has successfully established its foreign agent in the United States of America, a major step in cementing diplomatic presence on the international stage. In a move that signals growing legitimacy, the U.S. Department of Justice has officially recognized and certified the foreign agent of the United States of Biafra government. This recognition paves the way for structured diplomatic engagements between Biafra and U.S. officials, as well as other international organizations. According to official reports, all activities relating to the United States of Biafra's mission in the U.S. will now be coordinated from an operational office located in Washington, D.C. This office will serve as the central hub for diplomatic relations, policy discussions, and international negotiations aimed at securing recognition for Biafra's sovereignty. On behalf of the head of state, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, the Deputy Prime Minister and Chief of Staff, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, will soon be addressing USB citizens regarding these historic developments. Her statement is expected to outline the next steps in diplomatic engagements and further explain what this recognition means for the Biafran movement. This latest achievement underscores the resilience and determination of the Biafran government in securing a place on the global stage. As international awareness grows, so does the momentum for Biafra's self-determination. Stay with us here at Biafra Truth Network as we continue to follow this historic journey. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Biafra Truth Network. Real news, real freedom. Biafra first.
Liftoff will start in T-minus.
In another breaking news, a critical question has recently emerged from Finland, raising important questions about international human rights and political movements. A Finnish citizen has taken to social media to raise a powerful question to Finland's President Alexander Stubb. Under Stubb's recent post, the X handle, X@truthfulflower, asked, "Could you still tell the Finnish people who this imprisoned Simon Ekpa is, whose release you are calling for, quite conspicuously, with a large group of people with foreign backgrounds in your updates? It's starting to get a bit too strange." This question highlights growing concerns in Finland about the increasing calls for the release of Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra. Ekpa, a key figure in the Biafran independence movement, was detained in Finland in 2024, sparking both national and international outcry. The question, translated by Grok, draws attention to the increasing support for Ekpa's release, especially from people with foreign backgrounds, and questions the motives behind the Finnish government's involvement in his case. This comment reflects the rising awareness and division among Finnish citizens, as well as the broader international community, on how Finland is handling the matter. The push for Ekpa's release is gaining traction, and the comment implies that the growing coalition of international voices is starting to raise eyebrows within Finland itself. While Finland is known for its commitment to human rights and democracy, this situation is testing the boundaries of international diplomacy and the role of governments in political matters. As the movement for Ekpa's release gains momentum, the Finnish government is facing increasing pressure from both local and international voices to clarify its position.
Biafra Truth Network.
Welcome back to Biafra Truth Network. In a troubling update from Nigeria, Nigeria's secret police, the Department of State Services, DSS, has once again defied a court order and barred the legal team and family members of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, from visiting him in detention. Barrister Aloy Ejimakor, Kanu's lead counsel, took to social media to reveal that their attempt to visit Kanu at the DSS facility in Abuja on Wednesday was blocked, despite the Nigerian court's clear directive granting Kanu access to his legal representatives and family. This continues a disturbing trend of blatant disregard for legal processes and human rights. As Ejimakor himself stated, this flagrant violation of the Nigerian constitution and a subsisting court order will not stand. For those who may not know, Nnamdi Kanu's detention has long been a source of international scrutiny, with human rights organizations and global leaders calling for his release. Despite several court orders, Nigeria's authorities have continuously obstructed Kanu's access to his lawyers, family, and the rights guaranteed under Nigerian law. What is most troubling is the continued erosion of judicial independence, where courts issue rulings, yet the state chooses which laws to uphold. This constant undermining of judicial authority reflects a broader problem in the Nigerian system, where those in power can selectively ignore laws and court orders without facing consequences. It raises serious questions about the integrity of the Nigerian legal system and the fundamental rights of its citizens. While the Nigerian government continues to silence the voice of Biafra through unlawful actions, the international community remains hopeful that justice will eventually prevail. The world is watching as Nigeria's disregard for law and order continues, yet the courage of Biafrans, particularly the supporters of Nnamdi Kanu, grows stronger by the day. This situation highlights the need for a more balanced and just approach to governance, one that respects the rights of individuals and upholds the rule of law for all. It's a reminder that journalism and media, though often forced to remain neutral, must not shy away from highlighting such critical issues that affect the very fabric of justice and democracy. At Biafra Truth Network, we stand firm in our commitment to report the truth, not just as it happens, but as it impacts the lives of people fighting for their rights and freedom. We continue to call for the immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu and for an end to the illegal actions being taken against him. As always, thank you for being with us. Be sure to follow Biafra Truth Network for more updates and continue standing with those who fight for justice.
To whom it may concern, we live on air. This is Biafra Truth Network. Breaking news report bring.